Okay, the digital life hack, it just got better because coming up after it, hear one of the most engaging calls from my weekend show. It's called The Kim Commando Show. Yeah, funny how that works. You landed the big job interview. Congrats. Now here comes the fun part, preparation. I'm Kim Commando for Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. Accelerate your AI workload today. Take a free test drive at oracle.com/Kim. Preparing for interviews can be nerve-wracking, but AI tools like ChatGPT and Gemini and Copilot can make it a whole lot easier. Here's how. First, copy and paste the job description into your favorite chatbot. Ask it to break down the role for you. It'll highlight key details and responsibilities, so you know exactly what they're looking for. Next, have the chatbot act like an interviewer. It's going to ask you some tough questions and follow-ups, just like a real interview, but without the pressure. The best part, no judgment if you take a minute or two to think. And for the classic, what's your biggest weakness? Skip the late night snacking answer. This chatbot can help you out too with a polished response like, I tend to work too hard, or I like to do A/B testing on all my marketing plans. Enter to win a brand new iPhone 16 at winfromkim.com.
Hey, have you heard about The Current? It's this amazing free tech newsletter that keeps you in the loop about everything AI, making money, and insider tips to get ahead at work and life. Everything is tech now. I can't afford to fall behind, and neither can you. In just 5 minutes a day, that's it. The Current makes it so easy to stay ahead without feeling overwhelmed. Join 500,000 people at getthecurrent.com. It's free. Don't be left behind. That's getthecurrent.com. Sign up now. Getthecurrent.com.
All right, just as I promised, here's a fantastic call for my show that you've got to hear. Myron in Cincinnati, Ohio. Hi there, Myron.
Hi, Kim. It's such a pleasure to talk to you. I've been listening to you for many years, and I was always amazed at the breadth of your knowledge. And now I have a question, finally, to ask you.
Awesome. Thank you.
70 years ago, 75 years ago maybe, my father took family movies, and I recently had them converted to digital format.
Nice.
But as expected, they're kind of faded. Mm-hmm. And I was wondering, is there a way to enhance these old movies?
Yeah, there is. I will tell you that there's no magical button, though, Myron. Like, it's not like where you can just feed in the video and you say, oh, poof, make it all better for me. Okay. So, okay.
So that's what I was hoping.
Well, I know we would all hope that. And if you start believing everything that you read online, they'll say, oh, if you just pay us $300, we'll be able to do that for you, with this particular tool. But I would tell you that from my experience is that you always need to have a little bit of a human touch. Even now with AI built into a lot of these tools, you still need to have a discerning eye when you start looking at all this stuff. Is it just the footage itself, or is it just, or is there anything wrong with it, or you're just trying to do like color correction, maybe cleaning up the footage?
Just cleaning it up. It's not even color. It's all black and white 16 millimeter film that has just deteriorated over time.
Wow, black and white. Those are so cool, though. Yeah. Wow, when you can make them, it's always amazing to me, Myron, that when you look at old photos and videos and you think, you know what, they were living their whole lives like we are right now. It's just different times. They didn't have the internet. They didn't have electric vehicles. Well, they did, but there was only one or two, at that time. And they didn't have the annoying Prius drivers in front of them. It seems like every time I get behind a Prius. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. Today, I'm like, oh my gosh, is it just Prius drivers? Please help me. And I know many people are going to say like, okay, I drive a Prius. Okay, I love you. I'm just saying sometimes I get behind the worst ones. Adobe Premiere Pro. And they have something called After Effects, and they have Adobe Premiere Elements, by the way. So I would probably encourage you to get the Elements program first, because there is a learning curve, and you can download it at Adobe's site. They have a monthly membership program where you can get it on Amazon. You can buy it as a software download there as well, and get with Photoshop too if you needed that. But Adobe Premiere Elements is pretty easy to use, but they have a set of tools for color correction and also cleaning up footage. Now, as I mentioned, there is a bit of a learning curve, but the beautiful thing about this, Myron, is that you can get to YouTube, right? And at YouTube, they have tutorials for everything.
Yes, they do.
Okay. I mean, I went online on YouTube not too long ago to know how to repair a light switch. And I'm like, okay, that was easy. Don't need to call anybody to come do that. So again, Adobe Premiere Pro or Elements. Now, there is a free program that will also enhance old films. It's called DaVinci Resolve. So if you're on a budget, you want to try a freebie, again, DaVinci Resolve. And then there's another one, but I don't think you need this because it doesn't sound like that the footage is that horrible. Is that there's something called 4D Dig Video Repair that a friend of mine used with great success. So I guess in answer to your question, number one, I'd look at DaVinci Resolve. It's free. They've done some great movies using this video editing program. Have you seen The King's Speech?
No, no.
Oh gosh, you need to see The King's Speech, Myron. Watch it this weekend. It's about World War II and then Princess Elizabeth and her dad King George and what was going on at that time. And he had a bit of a speech impediment, and it's a relatively true story. It's fabulous. But the reason why I bring it up is that was done on DaVinci Resolve. As far as a video editing program, again, totally free. And so take a look at that. And then if that doesn't work out for you, then look at Adobe Premiere Elements. And if you need any help afterwards, I'm here for you. Just give me a call back. And Myron, thanks for listening all these years. Hey, huge thanks for tuning in, folks. And if you've got a question that's burning a hole in your brain, just drop me a line. Head over to komando.com, with a K, of course, and tap Email Kim. Yes, I do read every single question. Now, for tech insights you can't afford to miss, grab my free daily newsletter over at getkim.com.